Welcome back, ballroom dance friends, to the home of all things ballroom dance. Okay, today's hot topic, what do I do if my partner cannot remember our choreography on the performance floor or on the comp floor? And this is in response to one of our ballroom dance friends' comments in the comment section on a video from a couple days ago. And they contacted me privately on Facebook. So I'm not going to share their name, but I absolutely want to share the comment and answer it because this is a question I've heard a lot over the years. And it is truly a problem for people, for many people. If you ever have a sensitive question, you're like, oh man, what if my name gets out there and it gets back to my pro that I asked this, or yada, yada. Hey, reach out to me with a private message on Facebook, and I would never disclose your confidentiality. And I do love and appreciate when you ask questions because I only want to spend time here addressing things that are helpful or at least entertaining and interesting for you, okay? So here goes. Hi, Sunny. I love your YouTube channel as I find it so helpful with some amazing tips. I'm new to ballroom dancing and I've been taking private lessons with an independent studio for 5 months. I do 4 private lessons a week and pay $85 a lesson. We have a showcase in April 19th, which is 2 weeks away. My instructor still hasn't finished our choreography and he keeps forgetting our routine. He's dancing 15 dances with other students. So, a lot to remember. We take up time reviewing the videos I took from the previous class so he can remember the routine. I practice for hours and then get thrown off when he forgets the routine. Over and over. It's my first showcase and I don't want to look like I don't know what I'm doing. Legit. But I have to rely on my instructor. Another question, he doesn't teach me the names of the moves. He just shows me and I follow his lead. Is this normal? Would it be more beneficial if he taught me the names of the basic steps while I'm learning so I can associate the names with the actions? I don't know what I don't know, but I feel like after 5 months, I should have a routine perfected for the showcase in 2 weeks. I just spent $1,300 on a dress and invited friends and family to the showcase to watch me dance and don't have the routines completed at this point. I've expressed to him multiple times that we should have our routine completed by now. Would love your advice on how to handle this the best way possible. I have only 4 lessons left to learn, finish choreography, and perfect it before the show. Thank you so much, and I appreciate everything you're doing on your YouTube channel. So, hey, thank you. So again, I've heard this complaint from many others. If you were an amateur couple, I would have different advice. And so I think I'll post a different video on that in the future. Because we're dealing with pro-am, it is a sensitive topic. And so I'm going to focus on that today because I would certainly handle that differently than an amateur partner. Okay. Also, hey, we do have some pro friends out here on our channel. You know what? If you're brave enough, throw us a bone. Include your 2 cents in the comments below because it's totally fine if you have some additional advice or even conflicting advice to what I do. I'm just going to share today what my suggestion is to handle this as gracefully as possible, the best you can, and get the best long-term results. Okay. So firstly, oh my goodness gracious, my heart goes out to you. There's one of several things going on here, but either way, in the end, I would handle it in the same way. Okay, so number 1 option, they're just incompetent. It is very alarming to me that they were not giving you the names of the figures. If this were a chain studio you're taking it, I would say, hey, 99% chance you're just dealing with amateur hour. They're learning it the week before. They're giving you their best. They just don't know it. However, you do mention that this is an independent studio. And in my little ballroom area of the world, in my experience, the independent studios do tend to be significantly more competent and well-trained because they do not have the benefit of the multi-million-dollar corporate mega marketing machine hand feeding them clientele like wood to a wood chipper, okay? So my suspicion is they're a trained dancer, or if not, hey, it sounds like they're fully booked. We know they're charismatic. Good for them. But it is possible, independent or chain studio, regardless, that they are just incapable of remembering the routines. And I have seen pro-am teachers with a boatload of students just dance the same routine with every student on the floor. This is my bronze routine. This is my silver routine. So that doesn't happen. I don't know a single dance teacher who does not recognize that doing your choreo is in your best interest and will help you show your best on the show floor or the comp floor, okay? But it's possible they're forgetting. And I have seen this with, I have not personally observed it in a show dance, but you know what? I have definitely observed it in a pro-am competition where a pro shows up with their harem of leads or follows, and they can't tell their right foot from their left. They're dancing exhausted. They're clearly taking this student by the seat of their pants and not sticking to their routines. I've also heard pro-am students complain about this, and I've seen it on the floor. So yeah, you're not the only person this happens to, so at least do take heart in that. Certainly for those pros, you know, there's a reason I don't show up to a comp with 5,000 students. And it's not that I'm not a popular teacher. I just want my students to show the best. And although, since I tend to do the choreo for my students, I'm not like ripping stuff off of YouTube, you know, I will remember it. But, you know, honestly, if I were dancing with 15 students, I don't know. I don't even know if I could do it. And I'm really experienced. So, and of course, many pros, you know, part of the reason they're pro is they are extraordinarily talented. And hey, they can remember a bajillion routines and pull them out of their keister. And hey, props to them. Okay, next up. Whether you're competing or doing pro-am or performance, you are paying good money to learn ballroom dancing, to look as gorgeous and as competent as you can on the dance floor. And you will not do so if they cannot remember your routines. Okay, this is just a reality. Let alone if they're leading you by the seat of your pants in a stressful situation where people are staring at you like a comp or a performance, okay? So yes, this is legit a problem and you are not getting your money's worth, in my opinion. As mentioned before, it is possible they are incompetent, but I really don't think so. I think this is just a weakness, either in knowledge or in basically memory capacity. They're lacking the RAM to do it all. But either way, you know, we as pros do have, you know, strengths and weaknesses. All of us do. It sounds like this is just this particular pro's Achilles heel. In which case, it's really unfortunate they're even offering to take you to do a performance. Number 3. I hate to say this, but it sounds to me like this pro does not value you as a client. If they're stacking their students like cordwood and they're not able to remember what they even taught you last time, and they're wasting half your lesson looking at videos trying to relearn what they apparently already paid them to teach you. And again, I've seen this in shows. I've seen it in comps. Don't like it, but it does happen. Rarely, but it does happen. So there are pros that do just stack up their students regardless of how they dance because they want to make the max dollars possible. That's never been my jam, but you know what? I'm also not, you know, supporting a stay-at-home wife and 3 kids. So, you know, I understand people, you know, are just trying to make the most of their career. I just think it's unfortunate when it is at the cost of the student's progress, or just, anyway, you know what I'm thinking. For me personally, I always, limit the number of shows, or even comp numbers really I'm doing, because I want to dance my best too. And if you look bad, guess what? I look bad. Now, certainly, lead and follow, even at the championship professional level, it's not going to look as good as sticking to our routines. Heaven knows, as an amateur dancer, especially, only dancing a few months, I guarantee you're not going to look your best just doing lead and follow, especially when they're focusing your privates on learning routines and then not the technique of lead and follow. In my opinion, as an amateur dancer, and especially as a non-championship level amateur dancer, it is of utmost importance that you do stick to your routines or your choreography, okay? If you do focus on that choreo, if you can pull it together for the show, it will go well. Maybe because you haven't been able to maximize your lessons on this, okay? I sure hope they're not charging you, in addition to this privates, a fee for performing in that showcase. Most pros do, but I'm just sure hoping that's not the case for you, because it's too late in this stage of the game to jump to another horse and dance with another pro in the showcase. It's unfortunately. Now, guys, I'm already over my 10-minute mark. I apologize. This is an extremely important topic. And I know a lot of other people are dealing with this same little challenge. So I'm going to do a follow-up video. Now, given the timeliness of this comment, they've got a show that's imminent. I'll tell you what, for our friend who commented, I'm going to email you back with a private link on Messenger. With a follow-up to this video. For all of our other ballroom dance friends here, I'm going to wait a little bit just because it seems like you watch more and enjoy more when I mix it up a little bit. But trust you me, I'm going to do a follow-up on this because I have a lot more opinions on it, and also how to hopefully slay this dragon as best as you can, so we can make a silk purse out of a sow's ear. So my friend, I'm going to record a follow-up video right now for you and send you that link right now. And I will be back soon with more details on this topic. Thank you so much for asking your super helpful question. Will help many of us, I'm sure. And again, if you're a pro, please comment below with your 2 cents for this person too, because I am just one person, and we are a worldwide ballroom dance community. We all have the same challenges and the same joys, and all that stuff. So thank you for joining me today. And if you are interested in all things ballroom dance, hey, so hit that subscribe button. And if you found this topic to be helpful, hey, throw me a bone, hit that like button. I get super excited when I see that thumbs up. So thanks for joining me today, and good luck to you all in your dancing. Have an awesome day. See you in the morning.